Good day, everyone! Welcome to my YouTube channel. But before we start our lesson, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share my videos, and always click the notification bell to get updated in my latest videos. Now let's start! So our lesson for today is lesson 5 and 6, Produce Recycled Project. But before we start in that lesson, let's have an activity first. Arrange the jumbled letters to form different terms about reduce, reuse, and recycle. Let's have a recall. Garbage disposal is one of the biggest problems we Filipinos face. There are so many things we throw away, burn, or just take for granted, and yet sophisticated first world technology for waste processing is not within our reach. Recycling, which is the process of transforming an item that has already served its original purpose but is still durable into something that can still be used for another purpose, is one good answer to the worsening problems of garbage disposal. Instead of throwing away the scraps we have at home and waste them totally, we can be imaginative, creative, and resourceful people by seeing the potential in waste materials. All we need is a little entrepreneurship skill and a lot of concern for the environment. Let's have an activity. Look around your home. Take note of the things that are normally thrown away or disposed of after they've been used for their original purpose. Think of the articles into which an item can be converted or recycled, then complete the table below. An example has been provided to guide you. Recycling is the process of converting waste materials into new materials and objects. The recyclability of material depends on its ability to reacquire the properties it had in its virgin or original state. It is an alternative to conventional waste disposal that can save materials and help greenhouse gas emissions. Types of recycling. Number 1. Internal recycling involves the use of materials that are waste products of a manufacturing process. An example of this is the processing of spent grain mash, a waste product of distillation into cattle feeds. Number 2, external recycling is the reclaiming of materials from a product that has been worn out due to constant use. A good example of this type is the conversion of old newspapers and magazines into other paper products. 3. Primary recycling is where a recyclable material or product can be recovered or reused without altering its current state. A lot of primary recyclables will be repurposed for the same use it was created before. Primary recyclables should not be changed in any way. You may think of these types of recyclables as second-hand use. They may be utilized by you, donated, or sold. Here are some examples of primary recycling. Glassware, dishes, glass jars, etc. Toys, donate to charities, friends, or family. Electronics, reuse in another area of your business, sell to recover some cost or donate. 4. Secondary recycling. It will be repurposed without having to process the item, so the material may be reused in a different way than it was initially intended. This often happens with DIY, do-it-yourself crafts, and can make a huge difference in ensuring recyclable material stay out of landfills. Here are some examples of secondary recycling. Cut egg cartons in half and use them to plant seedlings. Cut off the top half of the plastic bottle and use it as a plant pot. Reuse of plastic, paper, wood, metals to do any type of DIY project. 5. Tertiary recycling involves the chemical altering of the products or material to make it reusable. This may be done internally or externally. If external, the recyclables are recovered and reprocessed through a public facility. It would Um, it would involve sorting recyclables and placing them in bins to be transported by a reprocessing facility. Internal recycling would be where no public service is involved. Some factories or manufacturers may conduct internal tertiary recycling. Advantage of recycling. Number one, decrease pollution and ease garbage pollution. Conserve resources. Enhance creativity and resourcefulness. Potential in making a profitable business. Makes people environmentally aware. Promotes scientific advancement in recycling and biodegradable materials. Makes governments and businesses choose programs and apply policies in consideration of preserving and respecting the environment. Learning outcome number two, create recycled products. What are recyclable materials? Aluminum and steel cans, cardboard, glass, newspaper, and plastic bottles are all recyclable. These items can be made into new products including cans that hold food and drink, the steel used to build skyscrapers and school buses, cardboard, boxes, glass jars and bottles, newspapers, and office paper. How does recycling works? Recycling starts with people separating recyclable materials from their other trash. The other separated recyclable materials are collected by recycling programs, processed and then sold to manufacturers for use in new product. What does your recyclable become? The products listed below are only few of the many products that can contain recycled materials. It is important to remember that each municipal recycling program is different, so not all of these materials are necessarily accepted where you live. Here are the products made from recycled newspapers. Products made from recycled materials or magazines. Number 1, material, paper. Articles, paper woven basket, paper mache articles, paper beads, paper sculpture, boxes for gift wrapping, album covers, and paper bags. Number 2, plastic containers, planters, plant tags, plastic sculptures, and organizers. Number 3, glass bottles, decanter, storage items and terrariums, cut bottles, bent bottles, and glass tiles. 4, fabric scrap, quilting and patchwork projects, rag rugs, doilies, runners for hand-stitched circles of fabrics, stuffed toys, hair accessories, fabric flowers, and collage, yarn wastes, rugs, tapestries, embroidery, yarn dolls, crocheted or knitted articles, and string art. 6, tin cans, canisters, storage bins, planters, baking tins, candle holders, kerosene lamps, metal art, and water catchers. Let's dig in. Enumerate the following information needed. Now, let's remember 3 R's of waste management. Reduce, waste reduction or prevention is reducing unnecessary packaging from manufactured products and produce. 2. Reuse is the practice of using material over again in its current form. The essence of reuse is that it preserves some of all the energy of materials that went into making an item. 3. Recycling is the process of converting waste materials into new materials and objects. Recycling can prevent the waste of potentially useful materials and reduce the consumption of fresh raw materials, thereby reducing energy usage, air pollution, and water pollution. Ways to reuse, reduce, and recycle. One way to reduce is to reuse. Instead of using plastic bags, bring reusable bags and Tupperware when going shopping or packaging food or leftovers. 2. Shop responsibly. When going out, purchase items that are easy to recycle. Avoid items that are individually wrapped or in a single servings. Buying in bulk helps to reduce the waste. 3. Composting is your friend. Create a compost bin and throw food scraps and various yard waste into your compost bin. You can use leaves and yard trimming to supplement the compost. 4. Start recycling. And last, 5. Go paperless. Most stores now offer digital versions of receipt, then you can also receive bills online or on your smart device rather than in the mail. Let's apply. Show that you learned something by doing this activity. Peacock plastic spoon crafts. Here are the materials. Fabric colors, plastic spoons, decorative stones, glitter paper, colored paper, cardboard, cotton bud, pencil, scissors, cutter, craft glue, paint brushes, and glue gun. You can read the procedure here.
It's not for me to say.
For performance task number 2, plastic butter flowers. So for the procedure of the DIY crafts, you may watch these videos in these links. So let's evaluate. True or false? Write true if the statement is correct and false if the statement is wrong. I will give you time to answer. So for performance task number 3, bottled face shield. Here are the materials and the instructions. So that is all for the week 5 and 6. I hope you learned something. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share to my videos, and always click the notification bell so you'll get updated in my latest videos. I hope you learned something.
Go with the brothers, boo, you know how we do.